In today's session, we are going to discuss another important topic, educational sociology and methods of teaching. How educational sociology determines methods of teaching and is related to methods of teaching, and how it helps us to determine methods of teaching. Educational sociologist advocates the use of project method, socialized techniques, group discussion, and techniques of group dynamics. They also encourage cooperative learning, problem solving, and democratic method of teaching. Those educational methods are good, which gives knowledge to the individual, which will enable the students to adapt and adjust to different social situations. Sociology gives importance to group methods of teaching, methods which are able to develop democratic attitude among children should be the appropriate methods of teaching. So educational sociology or society sociology, it helps us to decide methods of teaching a teacher is going to adopt in his or her teaching, through which they are going to deliver instructions in the classroom, through which they are going to impart knowledge in the classroom. So according to sociological point of view, the method of instruction is effective only when the skill and knowledge acquired in the classroom is actually used by the individual in the adjustment to social situation. Because if you are not using something, or if you are listening something only theoretically, or you are hearing, or you are learning new things without applying them in situations, without using them, it is of no use. It is not going to help you in future. Whatever you learn, whatever you hear, whatever you understand, you need to use, and it should be applicable in future. It should be used by an individual in the future. So it should be effective that way, so that you are able to use your skills and knowledge in future which you have acquired in classroom. So it should be used by the individual in the adjustment to social situation. An individual should be able to achieve social correlation by use of knowledge and skill received in the school. So it is important to use knowledge acquired in the classroom. The methods of teaching should emphasize on the social behavior outside the classroom while teaching. The methods of teaching should emphasize on the social behavior outside the classroom. Your social behavior. It helps you to develop social skills. It helps you to change, learn, or modify your social behavior. Develop social skills. How you behave with others. How you behave in a group. How you interact with others. So that is important. Methods of teaching should emphasize social behavior outside the classroom. The methods of teaching should make use of all possible social resources and social operative forces in the social life in order to develop the capacity in every individual for social adjustment. Methods of teaching should be such so that you are able to make use of all possible social resources, social operative forces in the social life in order to develop the capacity in every individual for social adjustment. The social powers currents in the society should be used in teaching system for increasing the social correlationship. Sociologists suggest that teaching should be done through cultural and social programs so that you are able to involve your students. So that you encourage their participation. You develop social skills in them, social behavior, so that they are able to adjust themselves in society. That too successfully. In teaching, learning, teaching, teacher will develop problem solving and constructive thinking. For these socialized techniques, project and group methods fulfill most of the conditions. Project method, group methods, they fulfill most of our conditions. Student, we should method should be such where students develop problem solving attitude, problem solving skills, and constructive thinking, which they can use, which they can apply problem solving abilities, how to deal in a particular situation, how to solve problems, how to do things efficiently. So, education should be such, methods of teaching should that their critical thinking is developed, problem solving abilities are developed. So, such methods should be used to enhance thinking, to enhance constructive thinking, problem solving abilities. Student better react better to cooperative learning in which there is sharing in the teaching learning process. Cooperative group students of learning lay emphasis on group interaction. So it lays emphasis on group interaction where you develop social behavior, social skills. Next, educational sociology and teacher. How educational sociology is related to the role of a teacher and how both are related to each other. A teacher plays a very important role in society. They should be committed to society. Teacher is like instrument of social development. They should have capacity to use their knowledge in education, in educating children. A teacher should know about the processes of socialization among students, how to implement them, how to impart knowledge in the classroom, methods of interaction, programs for social development, for development of social skills. So it is important and a very important role is played by a teacher in this society. So a teacher should be very careful about methods he is using in the classroom, how they are speaking, how they are behaving. So they should be very careful about these things. So these are some points through which we see interdependence among two concepts, education and sociology. Interconnectedness with both the concepts, relationship of education and social, how they are related to each other. Once again, I will repeat the important points. Sociology shapes education and forms a vital force in the entire framework of education. The whole superstructure of education depends upon social forces, needs and demands of society, the expectations and aspirations of a changing society are reflected through the education system of our country or of our nation. We hardly afford to think education in isolation. It cannot run in isolation. It runs in society with the help of members of society with the help of society, cannot run in isolation. No writer on education, Clark has stated, no writer on education, however much he strive for after universal thought, can wholly shake himself free from the influence of time and place. Society is dynamic. It grows and changes, and as such, these social changes must only be reflected in education but also must affect it. It is only by connecting education with the general march of events that the school can lose its isolated character. As TV stated, school must become the child's habitat to be a miniature community. In our next session, we will cover another important topic, need and importance of educational sociology. Scope and areas of aims of educational sociology.